Hello everyone, my name is Space and welcome back to Minecraft. Now as you can see from the fancy little time lapse I just did, I got the replay mod installed so that we can have fancy little building time lapse. It's just like the one you saw and I'm super excited to use it. So I can better show the building process. You see, I added another story to my build here, and I put it up there as a way to kind of break up the massive roof and to add a little bit more shape to this build. I am slowly adding more to this build here so that it's not just one giant fade spot. And I like it. I am eventually going to be building a better storage room and a better area to keep some of my farms and such, so that I can eventually turn it into a proper house and decorate the interior, have separate rooms and such. Just a little something to take a break from the village building. I think it's always important to be working on perhaps one or two things in a world just to kind of keep the variety so that you don't get bored or overwhelmed by a single project. So when I first made this building, it definitely was not going to stay as a box. It wasn't going to eventually keep working on it, work on the outside and the inside, in the middle of doing other projects around the area. And I'm quite happy with the progress that I have been making. And I'm starting to learn a little bit more about using my Elytra, which is super exciting. But in between working on projects, I will be working on this build more and more as the series goes on. And maybe perhaps, I don't know, it might be a little too far away. I thought about finding a way to attach the building to the tower, but I'm not so sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if the tower was a little bit taller. I don't know. That's an idea to ponder for another time, but the big mansion, we'll just call it a mansion from now on, the big mansion build is slowly ever-growing along with the village in the area. Now the next project that I would really like to work on is turning this area over here into farmland, creating fields of wheat, potatoes, carrots, and such. But that would mean that my barn over here would be in the wrong location. Now, I am okay with moving it. I think the barn would look a lot better over here because right now it is very much dwarfed by this big building right here, and especially the tower. So I think moving it across the way and surrounding it with a big field, maybe even a windmill, I think would be the next appropriate action. Yeah. So what I am going to need to do is cut down a lot of those trees, light up the area, and start working on terraforming. I might need to repair my shovels. So let's go ahead and jump into that. As you can see here, I went ahead and jumped into the nether to farm some wither skeletons because I really wanted a beacon for this project and as well as other future projects. And while I got you here, I wanted to go ahead and address a comment that I got in my last video from Lucia Helling 7359. I deeply apologize if I pronounced that wrong, but the comment is, "Your base looks so cool." Thank you so much. I could never have the patience to do that in creative, let alone survival. First of all, I wanted to thank you so much for the wonderful comment. And it really made me think, and I wanted to go ahead and give a little bit of advice and explain my process, because I also have very little patience and a very low attention span, obviously. I just thought maybe I could help a few people who also struggle a bit with low patience and low attention span. As I said in the beginning of the video, I think it is important to have multiple projects, not like 10 like really big ones like my mansion, for example, but maybe have one big project that you're working on and then just have like a few little ones going on in the background that might require like some attention. Like you could make a few decorative farms, then work on the big build, and maybe breed up some cows to collect some leather, and then work on the big build. Just having small things in between the process of making the big build can really make a difference. And what could make the grinding process easier for big builds like this, because they do require a lot of materials, and it took me a long time to get the wood and the mud and things like that for that big build, is you could listen to music, or you can have a YouTube video or a podcast going on in the background. Whenever I do grindy things like that off camera, or even in my personal Minecraft world that's not posted here on YouTube, I watch a lot of other Minecraft YouTubers for inspiration and as well as motivation. Because I think to myself, hey, if these guys can do this thing, grind it out, and do all these amazing things, then like I could do this too. And that's what keeps me motivated. And so yeah, there's definitely a way that you can get past this, make things easier for yourself and stuff like that. It's all about pacing and taking breaks when you need to. Like whenever the project starts to get a little boring or just a little bit hard to concentrate on, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, that's when you need to take a step back and work on something a little bit smaller in your Minecraft world. Like I said, there's lots of different things you can do that could require your attention in your world. What's also a possibility, something else you can do, is maybe you and a couple of friends can get together on a server and you can grind out big projects together. Having that interaction and someone to talk to definitely helps. You could all say just jumping into a Discord call or calling up a friend to talk to while you're in the process of building these things can really, really help. Because then it also helps keep you on track. You can toss ideas back and forth. There's all kinds of possibilities that you can do. You can even record your progress and then post it here on YouTube as a type of motivation, because that's exactly what I am doing. And the main reason why I started this channel was to motivate myself to continue working on a survival world. Because whenever I used to play Minecraft in my spare time and start a survival world, I always struggled to get big projects done. Like I start out the world okay, I grind up materials and stuff like that. Next thing I know, I have this big project that I really want to do, and either it's taking too long to get the materials, or just becomes grindy anyway. Then I just immediately jump into creative, and then I start building it, and then next thing you know, I have created a whole town, or it's just not turning out the way I wanted it to, and then I just end up deleting the world or moving on. And so doing this YouTube channel has created a bit of motivation for me to continue the survival world. This right now is the longest amount of time that I have spent in actual survival and not switch over to creative. And I'm really, really proud of the progress that I had made. And so documenting the process, sharing it with friends and family or something like that, it is an amazing motivation to get things done and actually work on your world. Anyway, if that turned out, sorry if that turned into a little bit of a rant, but I really think there are ways to get around the grindy aspect of building, and it's just a little things that I do to keep myself sane while I'm working on this world. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump back into the video. After a little bit of time going after some of the wither skeletons, I wasn't having much luck with getting the skulls, and then I discovered that the current sword that I'm using only has looting 2 on it. So I went ahead, went back to the base, grabbed a sword that had looting 3 on it, put mending on it, and came back and started placing buttons around areas where I didn't want any mobs to spawn, to kind of create a safe platform for myself so that the wither skeletons as well as the blazes will spawn in the side halls and walkways to pretty much keep myself safe and to stop any surprise attacks, because the blazes have made me jump out of my seat multiple times now, and I'm not about to take that. But placing the buttons down in places where I don't want things to spawn, and later on I might be able to gather some more wither roses, and then I can put those in the little walkways. That way the wither skeletons will spawn where I want them to. And after spending so long going back and forth in this fortress, I've finally been able to get quite a few skeletons to spawn and get my last wither skeleton skull. Now I can finally get out of the nether and fight the wither. After making it back home and going to the bottom of my creeper farm, I went ahead and started digging a long 2x2 tunnel far away from my base and making sure there weren't too many caves nearby. I have seen this method be done by, I think, Pearlescent Moon, and as well as Etho did this method as well. And so I wanted to go ahead and try to give it a go. Okay. Extremely nervous. My first wither fight ever. I am extremely nervous, but I've seen other people use this method, so I don't want to cheese it by taking it to the end and doing it under the bedrock in the end. So I think this was the best way without losing complete control of it. I don't want to do this. go. What? I caught that before the lava got to it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I did it. I only died once, but it's a really good record for me. Oh my gosh. Got all my stuff back. Oh no. Well, I accidentally put on my cursive binding pants when I was in a panic. And to be honest, they're not that different from my regular pants. It's fine, I just can't take off my pants now. Oh dear. How funny is that? So these are the ones I got from the end city. That's a little bit funny, I'll be honest. Oh my gosh. Whew. But I did it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. I killed the end dragon. That one killed me a couple of times. And I killed the wither. I only died once to the wither. I have another star, which means I can finally make a beacon. I've been wanting to make a beacon for so long. Oh my gosh. I'm a brave boy. I did it. I'm a brave boy. I didn't know the wither healed. I didn't know I did that. Oh my gosh, but now I know. And here I thought I knew everything about the game. Whew, you learn something new every day. I need a nap. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let me see. I need glass. put all of this away. I got some diamonds. Some sand. Let's put that away. Let's take the time to reorganize. My inventory. Alrighty, so now I need some obsidian. And I got a beacon! Let's... That should be enough. Where did I put my wings? They're there. Whew. I was so scared. Put it right over here. Place down all of our iron. I think should be enough. Got our beacon. Or to put down this is so exciting. I made a beacon! Wait. This is so exciting. I have a beacon, I defeated the Wither, and I added to the mansion. I think this was a very successful episode. I am super happy with the progress we made, even though I did nothing over here. But I defeated the Wither, and that itself is an accomplishment in my book. It's something I have been dreading and putting off for a while, but I wanted a beacon so bad, especially if I'm planning on doing any other future big projects. Especially since I'm planning on turning an entire room underground into a storage area for myself and getting it out of the mansion. I think this is worth it. This is very, very worth it. I'm very happy where I am right now. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. My big epic adventure of defeating the Wither. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Anyway guys, thank you again so much for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!